Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this, your church, the Paul Christian Spiritualist Church. Great delight to welcome back to our platform today a lovely lady, all the way from Plymouth, Julieann Harbour. Julieann, we are looking forward to your service immensely today.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, just remind you, please, are you all right on the hearing there, sir?
Yes, I've got one, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Just a quick reminder, please, if you have got mobile phones, could you please just turn them off, because we are linked into a bigger network than O2 today. So, without further ado, I will hand over to the wonderful Julieann for the opening blessing. Thank you, my
very
dear.
much. Thank you. So if you'd like to join with me in the silence and bow your heads if you'd like to, and if you feel comfortable, close your eyes, please. Could you close your eyes? Thank you. As I call out to the infinite spirits, Mother, Father, Gods, I thank them for drawing you here together to share in this service, to share our love and our beautiful energy. I thank them for our day. I thank them for our world, the food on our tables, and our homes that we live in. We live in this special place where we are watched over by those above and around us. I ask that each and every one of you receive a beautiful healing ray for whatever ails you, and for all this energy that we build up today to be sent out for good in the world, especially those places that have wars going on and floods and fires. We're all in need of a little healing, and if we come together, that would be absolutely wonderful. So I shall lead this service, and in your name, and in your keeping, and your name is love. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Julieann. Beautiful. And now, if you care to, please join in with saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Thank you.
Can I just ask if anybody has got a red smart car that they parked in the nursery? Because apparently they're blocking people from
Right. Pleasure. Thank you.
Sorry, George.
That's all right. Better now than halfway through. So, we now turn our hearts, our mind, our focus, and our very energy and essence towards the art of healing. We are all healers in one respect or another, be it by word, by thought, by deed, it matters not. We all act in accordance with the energy that flows from the centre of all creation and is given without limit for us to tap into and use when there is a need. During this time of reflective music, we invite you to send out your thoughts, your prayers, your petitions, your intent for where you would like your healing energies to be directed to. And we also invite you during this time, if you know of somebody in particular who needs that healing upliftment around them at this time, please just raise your hands, and when I point to you, simply call out their name. That is all that needed. The intelligence of spirit understands what is needed and will act in accord with your request. So sit back, just gently reflect, and allow the music to guide you and lift you. divine and infinite Spirit, that whom we call God, we thank you for this time of healing and this reminder that this ability is with us all day and every day, there to be tapped into whenever we show that willing. Amen. Before I invite Julieann up for the reading and address today, please forgive me. I just need to adjust the ventilation. This has got very warm. Either that or I'm going through that time of life. Frailties of the human body, eh? I'm back. Julieann, we look forward to your reading and address.
Thank you very much. Lovely. Okay. I always think this is one of the good parts of the service because they told me to pick this out. Now, some of you might have heard this before. I apologise if you have, but also it's a nice reminder of what life's all about. It's called How Little Do We Know? So, how did they know is the title. So something in the universe which is much greater and deeper than human intelligence. The elephant's journey to pay respect. But how did they know? Lawrence Anthony, a legend in South Africa, an author of 3 best-selling books, one of them being The Elephant Whisperer. He bravely rescued these wild animals and rehabilitated elephants from all over the globe and and from zoos, etc., including the courageous rescue of Baghdad Zoo animals during the US invasion in 2003. But sadly, on March the 7th, 2012, Lawrence Anthony passed away. He's remembered by his wife, 2 sons and 2 grandsons, and numerous elephants. 2 days after his passing, the wild elephants showed up at his home, led by 2 matriarchs. Separate wild elephants in herds arrived in droves to say goodbye to their beloved man friend. A total of 31 elephants had patiently walked for 12 hours, walking slowly for many, many miles through the Zululand bush to get to his South African home. They walked in a solemn queue, almost like a funeral procession, just to make that last call on the bereaved family from their home to the bereaved family's home. Anthony, a great man who had saved their lives, the formerly rogue violent elephants destined to be shot a few years ago because they were classed as pests, were rescued and rehabilitated by him. Anthony, who had grown up in the bush, was known as the Elephant Whisperer. So for 2 days they hung around before making their way back to the bush. So elephants have been known to mourn the dead. But how? How did they know that Anthony had died? They didn't have phones. Nobody sent them an email. Nobody went and shouted with a megaphone saying, "Excuse me, but you know, your best friend has died." But they knew, because for some reason there was that connection. And they lived and grazed absolutely miles away from his home. So that was one remarkable story about a man who had devoted his life to saving animals. Okay, lovely, thank you. So what he gave them was unconditional love. And you might think all love is the same, but I don't feel it is. And as we get older, we learn what unconditional love really is. Now, he put himself out to do this. spent his own money rescuing these elephants, put himself in danger, because that's what he felt he had to do. Now, you can see, but these elephants absolutely loved him. But how? How and why did they go there? This is the question. But what is it, unconditional love? Now, I see it in the eyes of my dog sometimes. She's a little Yorkie. She's a bit naughty, I've got to say, sometimes. And I call her in, I say, no, you come in now, come on. And she comes in when I'm not looking and she'll nudge me. And she's sort of like, it's okay, stop shouting at me. I'm here and I love you. And other things what she does naughty. But she forgives me when I tell her off. So you often see it in your animals, don't you, when you've had to tell them off, because you have to keep control of them. That's what it's all about. It's the same with your children, really, isn't it? You have to keep control. You can say to them, I love you dearly, but I don't like your behaviour. And that's been said to me several times over the years, and I say that to my sons. I don't like your behaviour, but I love you. I still love you, and that's it. And we do that to try and show that this is the way things are. So what is the difference between love and unconditional? Well, love comes in many forms. If you're lucky, when you were born, you felt that love from your parents straight away, your family, and then your friends at school, and later your work colleagues, etc., and all those lovely people in your lives. You might have had really supportive parents. They might have been absolutely brilliant. They might have given you the space to grow, because that's all part of unconditional love. That space to grow. Forgiving people, forgiving your friends when they've said something that you don't like, or they've been a little bit too honest to your face. And you think, oh, why did they have to say that? But perhaps it's because they love you and feel that they can. And they're saying that, I didn't like that, but I still love you. So true love is unconditional, no matter what you say, and people should love you, warts and all. But if you've got warts, definitely go to the doctors and get that sorted. Because we don't want to catch that, there's enough going around. Okay. So love is simple and pure, and we are love right down to our core. We really are. We're God's children. God is inside every one of us. And God, as I mentioned in the opening prayer, is love. That's what we're all about. That's why we're here on this planet. It's not the stuff that you see on the TV, by the way. It's not those romantic films. I used to love those when I was a child. I love musicals and romantic films. But that's not life, is it? That's not real. That's got set boundaries, it's got expectations and things, and that's not really it. It is the foundation of life, spiritual love, which we've just performed with Lawrence by sending out healing to those in need, and perhaps asking for healing for yourself as well. That's unconditional. We're sending out our kindness and our love and our support to the world. And sometimes, you know, when we see terrible things happening on the news, we can say, oh, what terrible man did that. There's some terrible things happening and terrible little children being murdered. But you've still got to send out love, and love to the person that did these terrible crimes. When you're in prison, I hope none of you have been in prison, bless you, but if you go to prison, they give you support and empathy, but they also give you a bit of love and support with it. Because that's how we change in life. We need to feel love. If we don't feel love, we react. If you look at your families, there's always one person who complains more than the others. Everybody got one of those? Yes, we've all got one. One who likes to take control. And myself personally, I feel it's because they don't feel that love. That love is going to them, but they can't accept it. But it is unconditional, and that's what we've got to do and feel. Now, the most important thing about love is loving that one person first. And who is that? That's you. You've got to love yourself before you can love anyone else. It's marvellous when the ladies here, a lot of you had children, is to feel that baby in your arms. That's when you feel that unconditional love. But you've got to take that feeling through the rest of your life and love that child unconditionally, no matter what. And that's how it is. So just like the elephants who came and gave respect and showed their love, that unconditional love, that's what we've got to do. We've got to be respectful in life. Love yourself, but show unconditional love to those around you. And let's make this wonderful place, wonderful world that we live in, a better place for us all to live in. Not just us, not just one man in the street, but all of us. Keep sharing it out. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Julieann. Love that story about the elephants. But me being me, do you think they may have made a trunk call?
Probably.
Anyway, please don't hate me for that. We now move on to our P6 with this. What we encourage is a yes, a no, or a maybe on the response. And we have a dry run. So it's a
Yes, no, maybe.
You got it. You got it cracked. You don't need me anymore. Hurrah. Julieann, my darling, over
Thank
to
you very much. Wasn't that fun? So I do like to lift the vibrations up. I'm known for that, unfortunately. A little bit quirky, as they say, and have a little bit of fun. Because that's what Spirit wants us to be. They want us to be happy, you see, and feel that love. So that's good. So I have a gentleman who's been hanging around, waiting to come in first. He said he wants to be the first one. Okay. So as he comes in, now I feel this is a dad as he's coming forward. And this gentleman, he did suffer with his normal aches and pains. I feel he's a good age. He's at least in his 70s, this chap, as he's coming forward. And he's shouting the name of Ruth as a link. Does anybody understand that name? Ruth, anywhere around them? Say no, that's good. No? No? Okay, that's fine. That was one of the names that he was adamant that you would know a Ruth from somewhere. That's what he was saying. Don't worry. You do. Okay, well done. Well done, thank you. I'll come over this side. You do know, sorry. Was he did your dad, I feel it's your dad coming through, but was he a little bit muddly at the end?
No, very quickly.
He went quite quickly, okay, because he just went a little bit muddly and I wondered why. I think there's somebody else there. There's somebody else in your family who had a bit of dementia. They're up there as well. Do you understand that? Yes, because I felt them. Just as I was walking by, they were coming in and I was tripping over my tongue. Okay, so with your dad, that's who I feel is here, your dad. A nice man. He's got your gentle energy because I can feel your energy from here. It's very gentle and nice as he comes in. And I know you've just said do you understand about in his 70s?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't in his 70s.
No.
That's all right, because this could be Grandad. Do you understand Grandad who went in his 70s, please?
Yes.
Yeah, because you've all got the same energy, if you see what I mean. This is on your dad's side, all on that same energy running through the family. Very loving and kind and very patient. That's what he's saying. Okay, so this would be your grandfather then coming in. With your dad, did he pass with a heart attack straight away, please?
Yes.
So he's here as well, but he's just stood behind. But I felt the dementia as well with one of them.
Another.
Okay, my love, okay. But the granddad, he's just going to move away now and ask your dad to come forward because he's the one that wanted to really talk. But sometimes they bring somebody else in to open up. That's how they are. So you're lucky. I've got the two and they're your one. Probably your mum stood behind as well. So your dad is saying, he said that sudden death, sudden glory, obviously. That was good for him, but it destroyed the family in some ways. Do you understand that? Because instead of bringing them together, they got torn apart because of it, because of the grief, that they couldn't deal with it. He said that was the problem. But he said that's a long time ago, and you've all moved on. Now he's saying about 4 children. Do you understand where there was 4 children?
He was one of 4.
Oh, well done. Yes, so well done. He's just saying that. Well done. But he's saying that you had a lovely family. You've got a lovely family as well. Do you understand? Is there 3 with you, my love?
There was, but there's
That's-
only 2.
Okay, so he got it right, didn't he? Bless him. Okay, well done. So he said that you were a lovely family man, he's telling me, all right? Just like him, he did his best up to that point. Do you understand that he might have been just coming up to 50, this gentleman, or around 50 when he passed?
He was 64.
Okay, but do you understand, because he's pointing out the 50 for some reason, so I feel like something happened when he was 50. We won't talk about it, but something significant happened when he was 50, because he pointed that age out. You can just think about that for a moment and tell me later if it resonates anyway, all right? Okay. But he is a nice man as he comes in, very hard-working gentleman in his day, he's telling me, and I feel I've worked with my hands as well,
Yes.
because my hands are sore and quite rough, he's showing me now. And he's cleaning them at the end of the day, bless him, you know, as he comes in. And he smells a bit oily, I've got to say, as well. A bit of an oily, it's a mixture of things. So I feel he could do a lot of things, your dad.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I've got a wood smell and an oil smell as well. And then I've got this swarfiga smell as well, when he cleaned his hands. All those things. He's also shouting the name of Mary somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he said about Elizabeth somewhere. We feel that's on the earth somewhere, Liz. All right, my love. I'll just give you that name, but that's on the earth around you, he tells me, all right? I've got to believe them because I work with them, so I can't disagree with them because they'll go off. Okay, no, we know what they're like, bless them. Okay, so, and he also said that you sometimes, he said, you need to look after yourself a little bit more. Is it you that likes the cheese?
Yes.
That's right, because he said you like cheese with everything.
Yes.
That's right. He said it's a little bit too much cheese. Cut back on the cheese, he said. It's not good for you, all right? He said have a nicer slice of ham or something like that instead. But he said it's just a little bit, because he said he sees the cheese on everything, but it's just a little bit bad for your, he said it's not a doctor, but it's bad for your arteries, he said, obviously. But otherwise, you're keeping yourself fit and healthy, he's telling me. You're doing your bit. And, okay. He said he loves the fact that you come here because you look forward to coming, don't you?
Yes.
And it's all the company of these lovely people here. They're so friendly up in Poole. I think I might move up here one day. It's so nice. Okay. But I won't get near Lawrence anyway because I'll stay up late at night. That's what I'll do. Okay. But he's also saying about, do you understand connections with Exeter, please?
Yes.
Okay, because he's mentioning about that, because I feel I lived there some point, he said. I went down there, or either worked or lived there.
I did.
That's that you did. Okay, that's what he's saying, bless him. And I've got Mum just popping in just to say hello, because she said that he wants to say hello. I said, okay, so you want to say hello to her in your mind, bless her. But she's coming forward, bless her. No, she said the name of Rosemary somewhere, not Mary. Rose, okay, because she said Mary before. Somebody said Mary before, but Rose, so you can take that, my love. Okay, but she wants to give you a beautiful bush rose as well, because she said she thinks there was a rose in her memory. Do you understand that? Planted in her memory many years ago.
Could well have been.
Okay, my love, because that's what she's showing me, and it's beautiful red rose she's showing me, and that she said that makes a point for you. All right, she's sending you lots of love. And she said she didn't have to tell you off too much when you were a child, by the way. No, you were a good boy, she says. You were a very good boy. And she said you always felt unconditional love, didn't you?
Yes.
Please take their love now. And do you understand who Steve was, please? Stephen or Steve?
Steve.
If you don't, I'm going to take that right back because that might be the next link. But please take their love. They love you very much and still unconditionally. Thank you. Lovely. Okay, so obviously that's the next link name. Let's see who's coming forward.
I won't.
Okay. I do move around a lot, so your eyes will be darting all over the place, I'm sure. Okay, they'll make your eyes tired. Put it that way. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I've got the name of Steve or Stephen coming in with a link now. Let's have a look who's there. I've got a lady coming in. Well, that's no help, is it? She said, I'm looking for a blonde lady in the audience, she says. And I said, well, look around here. That's no help at all. There's lots of blonde ladies, bless her. Okay, let's see who she is. With this lady, she would have had a chest complaint, she's telling me. She said she had quite a serious chest complaint before she passed, and say quite a long time before she passed, because she's huffing and puffing. She's a good-sized lady. She liked her food, obviously, loved her food. And I'm going over this side, I feel. Do you understand that, madam, please? Have you got your mum and spirit?
No.
Yeah. You haven't got your mum and spirit. What about the lady behind? Because I felt I was over here.
But I don't connect with those names.
No, it's all right, my love. Just take the names away, because sometimes we don't remember the names until we get home anyway, all right? So don't worry about it. But you don't understand a Steve or Stephen somewhere.
Many years ago, yes.
Thank you. That's all I want, okay? Because I felt, because she dragged me right back over here, and I felt that. But do you understand of having some sort of chest complaint, please? Or complaining about her chest?
No, sure.
Oh, no, I'm not with you then. Thanks for saying that, because I'm not with you. But does anybody understand that? You do it.
It could be with me.
Okay, my love. Yeah, because she told me I was over this side with a blonde lady, but look, you are a blonde lady. Yeah. Okay. It's really good, because sometimes they say a red top, and I'm looking around for a red top. It's quite fun, they are. So, and as she comes forward now a bit more, she's saying, okay, but I do feel like she, in her younger days, she might have smoked, in her younger days, and she feels that that's what caused the chest problem with her, all right? Now, she did suffer a little bit with this chest problem and other things, and I feel the heart was playing her up as well at the end, that's right. And I feel some swelling in my feet as well, that's right. So I am with you, my love, because it's fitting nicely now, like a pair of slippers, that's right. And she's saying about slippers, actually, because she had trouble getting the right slippers, she said, for her, and the right shoes. And once she got a pair of shoes, she wanted them in different colours. Yeah. She reminds me of my mother was like that as well. Okay, but she's a very nice lady as she comes in, but she's shouting, I've got to give you the name Joan. Do you understand the name Joan? It's going back quite a way.
That was her name from her mother. It wasn't a real name, but that was what her mum called her.
Oh, well done, well done. Okay, lovely. Thank you, Mrs. Thank you. Okay, she is a nice lady, and she's saying about Anne somewhere. Is there Anne?
My middle, yes.
Oh, bless you. Okay, so well done. You can stay for a while. Okay, lovely. Okay, but she's a lovely. She got lovely energy. I'm going to say she did like her food at the end. She said, I let myself go. She said the latter years, because she said, why starve yourself? Why starve yourself? She said, why bother? You know. She said, you know, we're not going to go on the catwalk, so why bother? That's her. Absolutely, okay. But she loves you very dearly, by the way. She's often looking around you and watching what you're getting up to, she says, as well. And she said you've been thinking about going on a little trip. Is that right, my love?
Yeah.
That's right. So she's been watching you on the computer. She said she doesn't know how to use it. And she can't influence you very much, because she can't tap on the keyboard or anything like that. But she said that she does think you do need to go. She agrees with you. You need a break away, but at least a week, she's saying, not just a couple of days, and just to recuperate from life in itself. She has a little dog here. Do you understand? Would that be your little dog, my love?
No, it was her husband, my stepmother.
Okay, but it's a lovely little dog, but she wants to give it to you, the dog.
Well, I have had dogs in the past, but yes.
Thank you. Yeah, so I've got one of yours up here as well then, because she said it was your dog, this dog. Perfect. Okay, lovely. Because she said that that's what she does. When they pass over, she takes them in. She quite likes that now. I don't feel that she wanted a dog herself, put it that way, but she wouldn't mind looking after somebody else's. It was that responsibility. She was more people than animals. That's what she's telling me as well. She's quite fun, but she's taking me down to Somerset for some link down there. Do you want to? Yes, lovely. Thank you very much. I don't know why, but she took me down there. But then she took me all the way to Kent for some reason.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, bless you, lovely. And she said that you had quite a few experiences in life growing up. Went to a few places, but she said you do like to travel.
I do.
Yeah, you do. And she said that's good. why not? She said, of course, up in the spirit world, we can travel for free. We haven't got the queues in the airport, she said, not like you lot have. But she said, it's well worth it when you get there, isn't it? Okay, but we do see you going overseas, all right? And that will be fun for you, because she said that fun is what you need in your life at this time. She's also saying about, I've got to give it to you, okay, I'll give you this name, but it's Trevor. I'm not sure whether you can take that. Yeah, thank you very much. Because sometimes when they say Trevor to me, it means something else. But if she said, no, give that name out or else. Okay, so I'm doing as I'm told this one. She said she's going to stand on my toe if I don't do as I'm told. Just joking with me. So she's quite a bit of fun as well, I'm going to say. Okay. She's also saying about something that happened in March. She's just referring back to March as the date when something happened, she said. Some incident, she's saying about incident.
Yes, I know.
That's right, okay, not birthday, but incident like that, okay. And then she said there's some birthdays in September as well, that's right. So she said she knows because she was a lady who knew everybody's birthday date. You didn't have to remind her. I mean, I get sent text messages, don't forget one of the kids' birthdays. But she remembers that herself, she said, and she still does now, which is absolutely fantastic for me, because she's given lots of evidence. But she also said about you, my love, she wants to give you some gerbils. Those those beautiful, no.
Oh, I thought you meant for the animals.
Are they, no. Yeah, I thought that for a minute. No, what are they called?
Jerboa.
Jerboas?
Jaberas.
Jaberas, that's right, Jaberas. Forgive my interpretation. Well, I'm definitely lifting the vibration today. Okay, but forgive my interpretation, because sometimes phonetically it sounds different to me, but thank you very much. Okay, they are comical, I'll tell you. And no, take the gerbils back, you don't want them. But she has got a rabbit up here that belonged to the family, she said. That's right, she said you didn't have a gerbil, you had a rabbit years ago. Okay, but she wants to give you, anyway, these beautiful flowers. That lady over there can say the name. That's it, those there, in different colours. And she wants to give you the colours of the rainbow. All right, because that's what you need. And you're in need of a little bit of healing yourself, she said, for your emotions at the moment. But she said, that's okay, because you're a very strong lady and you've closed the door and you're opening another one. And with that, she is saying, I love you, goodbye. But it's not goodbye, it's till next time. Thank you very much. What a lovely lady. You see, they still like to have a bit of fun, don't they, when they come through, especially with me. Well, I do ask them beforehand to make it a bit fun for us. Okay. Let's see who's coming. Oh, hello. Okay, let's see who's coming through. I've got a little bit younger gentleman now. I feel he passed before his age, bless him. And he's shouting the name of Mark as the link to somewhere, to somebody. And as I say, when he's younger, let's see, I feel he's in, he could be 39, 40, 45. He looks quite young to me still. Anybody take that at the moment? No? No, he's not telling me the relationship at the moment either. He could be family or a family friend. That's how I feel. He's not giving me that strong connection. Nobody recognises this gentleman at the back there, please.
Many years ago,
Yeah.
my friend Mark,
Yes.
his father passed quite young.
Yeah.
This was a long time.
Okay, that's all right. Because it doesn't matter how long they've been up there, they'll come through if they want to come through. That's how it is. Sometimes they'll pass tomorrow and they'll come straight through. Sometimes it takes them years and years to come through. It all depends what they're up to around us in the spirit world, you see. That's how I put it anyway. But I had this gentleman coming forward. This is the first one. It's just to open up for you, all right? So there might be somebody else that you might want to know better to come through in a moment after. But he just wanted to be remembered, this gentleman, because he says, I've been up here a long, long time, and I've missed so much on the earth. And he said it's a shame, you know, when we go so young like that. That's how it is. And then, I have a lady coming through, but I feel this is mother, but do you understand mother or grandmother?
Yes, both.
Both, okay, because I felt it was mother, because I had this overwhelming love for you then. And this is the way they work, bless them. It's not always the first person who will want to do all the talking. And as she comes through, I feel that she's very much, she looks very much like a mother, grandmother to me. She looks a little bit old-fashioned in her way. And she's let her hair grow out grey. You understand that? And not all grannies do, obviously. But she did like her little pearl earrings. She's telling me she had little tiny ones. I don't know whether they're a clip-on, because she said... That's right, because she's put clipping them on and making a sound in my ear then, bless her. And also, do you understand that there might have been a little hearing, just a little slight hearing problem with her sometimes?
No, I don't understand.
Okay. Well, she's saying that she was starting to lose it. I'm going to believe her, and I'll just let you have that anyway. I know she wore glasses because she's adjusting my glasses like this as well. And she wants to give an anniversary of September. She's telling me, that's right, okay. And she wants to say the name of Chris. Chris, she's shouting somewhere. She's shouting that one. And then she wants to shout Jane as well. I don't know who Jane is, but Jane. Yes, oh yes, okay, well done, okay. There's another gentleman coming forward as well, but, okay. And I feel it might be a brother, do you understand? Because she said her brother's with her.
Oh, her brother's with her.
Yes, do you understand that?
Well, he's not my brother.
No, her brother. She has a brother up here in spirit, she's telling me. And if you don't know about it, that's all right. But she's telling me that she has a brother because some other medium will say that if they ever come through like that. But we feel, she said she feels she has her brother there. She knows she has a brother there from the very past. All right? That's what she's saying. But she's saying with you, my love, she said you're doing very well. She wants to go up to Coventry, some link up in Coventry somewhere for some reason. That, yeah, okay, great, lovely. And she's saying that she's not sending you to Coventry, by the way, so that's a good one. She wanted me to say that after, bless her, okay. She said that you've been travelling around quite a lot, she said, in your lifetime, but you've still got a lot of travelling with you. And she said that you like to explore things, but she's taken you to Scotland for some reason, because she said that they've been looking at that.
Yes.
That's right. And she said they've been thinking about exploring all of the beauty of Scotland, because it is quite magical, isn't it? I've not been there yet, I'm waiting to go, but it apparently is quite magical to be in that beautiful place. And so she wants to take you up there, and she said, don't go worrying about money. She said, spend it. She said, you can't take it with you. I know that. All right? Okay. And she said, don't go worrying about it. Don't go worrying about it. She says, because all this kerfuffle will stop, and then money will be better again. That's her opinion, she says. She's saying about the doctors, you need a little visit to the doctors with you, and she said, put your foot down. All right? Sorry, she made me stamp then. Put your foot down, she said. Don't get them to say, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. She said, no, this is it, and I want something done. All right? So she said, get yourself fixed up and get on your bike. Not your bike literally, but get in the car and travel. And see the world, see parts of England that you wanted to see. She's also taken you over to Ireland. So I don't know whether you thought about that, but she has taken you overseas to Ireland as well. And she said you'll absolutely love it as well, all right? There's plenty for you to explore. You don't have to go abroad anymore.
Yes.
She said you did that, got the T-shirt. She said got all the gifts and things, and that's it. She's saying about that she had, did she collect little bits, your mum, please?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because she's dusting. She's dusting these little ornaments around. And she said quite often you'd bring her back something. She said she'd have to keep it, and she'd put it on the shelf and dust it every now and again. She got a feather duster dusting it with. Do you understand that? Yeah. So she's not flicking a duster, she's got this feather duster. That was her trait, she said, me feather duster. That's what I did. But she loved her knickknacks, she says. She absolutely, it was all reminder of beautiful times that you had and other people had had as well. She's also shouting Claire as well, Claire somewhere as well, my love. Do you understand? Yeah.
I don't understand that right now.
Well, if you don't understand that one, I'm going to take that one back just a moment, because Claire is going to, this is a name that's going to stand there in the air for a moment. But please take her love. She loves you very, very much. As again, she loves you unconditionally. She said, but again, you felt that unconditional love from her straight away when you were born. She tried. She said it was a little bit hard at first, but she tried her best, this lady. but she always loved you and still does unconditionally. But thank you very much. She wants the best for you. Oh, they're bringing flowers in today, my love. And she said, oh, she wants to give you a beautiful bouquet of daffodils for the smell and a reminder. All right, my love? So I'll leave those with you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, I've got a gentleman coming in now. He's very upright, this gentleman. He's making me stand upright. No skylarking, he says. No mucking about. Let's have a look who he is. I feel this gentleman was in the services of some part because he might have even been in the Navy because he's making me stand 10 to 2. Does anybody understand a dad or grandfather in the Navy, please? That was in the Navy. Or an uncle in the Navy? No? Nobody? Nobody's got naval pass? No? None at all. Might have been a Marine, because they go on the sea as well, by the way, as well. But he was something to do with, he was, it was in, do you understand that, my love? You think so? You have to speak up, because I can't hear you, my love.
Yeah, my great-granddad.
Yeah, thank you very much. It doesn't matter how far it went back, but it was, he's upright, this gentleman, and I felt he was on the sea, because he was doing 10 to 2, which is that what I feel is the balance thing for when you're on the ship, okay? And as I say, he's the first one to come through, so somebody else might come through as well, all right? So even though you would only know about him, he knows about you, all right? Just to let you know that if you didn't know how it worked, okay? So say very upright, and that was instilled in the family, like in your granddad, and it was very like regimental in a way, very controlled. The gentlemen were quite strong in the family, and then to your dad. But your dad sort of broke the mould there and became softer. That's what he's telling me. Do you understand that? Thank you. Lovely. Okay. So we are with you. Lovely. And I know it fits because I feel the energy better with you. All right? So he said that, he said, I know you don't know me very well, but he said, you'll know about me. And he's shouting the name of Bill somewhere, William somewhere in the family back. But he said, if you don't understand it, that's okay, because it is up in the family. If you did your family tree, you would see there is definitely a William there, all right? And he's saying John. I want to give you a John.
That's my dad.
Well done, okay. So he's stepping forward now, John, because he's calling his name as he comes forward, this one. This is your dad, all right?
John's still here.
Sorry, your dad's still here. Wasn't your granddad called John as well, his middle name, was it, please?
They all had John in their middle name.
Thank you very much for saying that. So don't worry, your dad's still on the earth, but I heard someone say I'm Dad and I'm John, all right, coming in then. So please forgive me about saying that, because I jumped ahead of myself there. But I heard John and I'm a dad, so he's your granddad, all right? So we've had great-granddad and now we've got granddad. So the John is quite popular, as he says, in our family. That's good, okay. And he's come in, and he's still quite regimental. He was quite regimental, but fair, he's telling me. He felt he was a fair man in all things. Do you understand about some factory connected to him, please? Or some factory connected to your dad on the earth? Something to do with a factory, or living next to a factory or something, please?
Don't know, because I don't know him that well.
All right, my love. Okay, but he's just saying that it's something connection with the factory there. And with your granddad, he's telling me he was a person who worked with his hands. He was very good at working things, and I feel he's sawing wood. That's what he was doing 1 minute. That's what he's doing now, sawing wood.
Yeah, tattooist.
Did he? Oh, bless him. Okay, but please don't tell me any more, my love. All right. But I do feel that he could do things, this gentleman. He could turn his hand. You've already told us that, but please don't tell me any more, my love, all right? Because they've got to work, it's their spotlight. And he could do anything, he's telling me. So if he was that, he could do things at home. Because do you understand where there was a pigeon coop, please? Years ago? Okay. But they're saying... Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so just take it, my love. You understood that, my love. Is that your daughter? Lovely daughter. Thank you. Okay, you understand that. So you can answer as well, my love, if you remember bits as well, all right? Okay. So that's what I saw there. So you're a family of lovely animals, put it that way. You absolutely love animals, because I've got several dogs up here in the spirit world that belong to you, all right? They're all coming in now, so they're showing me that you are very much an animal lover. And you say, like your daughter said, the birds as well. The budgies, I see budgies in cages and all sorts, but I definitely saw some pigeons in the garden. And I see you feeding them as well. That you want to look after the animals. That's how you are. And animals, you really do, you show this unconditional love with them. You'll do anything for them. And this is your granddad, and he's saying that you're a very kind person with doing those things. But and he's also saying that, but you've had it hard. Your granddad had it hard in life, and you had it hard years ago. But you've come out of that. He said it's like coming out of a tunnel with you, and things are getting better, so much better for you now. He's saying about a blue car. Do you understand where there's a blue car around you? Say yes. Yeah, you've got a blue car. Okay, so he understands that you've got a blue car. He wants to throw things in to make sure that you know it's him, and he knows about you, my love, all right? Okay. And he's saying about, I know your hands on your knees, but your knees play up, he's telling me. And he's often sending you healing, and you might feel a warmth around your knees sometimes, or a burning. That's him. He's sending you, when you sat down relaxing, he said, once you're watching the soaps, I send her some healing. All right? That's when he does it, when you're completely relaxed. He's saying about, and he wants to talk about your dad on the earth, and he said, he's still going, yes, that's fine. He is a bit of a creaking door. He's got quite a few things going on with him, bless him, but he's all right. And you support him in a way. You really do, emotionally, very much you support him. And you keep him going. Your family keeps him going, basically, because of the love that you give him. So he said that you're all very family orientated. I've got this name, what's that, Aaron? Okay. Do you understand the name of Renee somewhere, please? Renee or Irene? That's going back in your past, my love. I'll give you that name anyway because it's in your past, he's telling me. And that person you're going to meet again. He said Eileen then, he changed it to Eileen. But you're going to meet her again, this person from your past. And she's going to be kind to you, and you're going to be friends with her again. That's what he's telling me. Because he's trying to link you up with people from the past for you. Because he said he knows you got your family, but you need more friends around you. That's what he's saying. And did you used to go bingo, my love? That's right. He said, get out and do it again. Get out and do it. He said, I'm not telling you you're going to win, but get out and do it again. He said, you'll meet people. You can take your daughter with you. She's got a bit of a lucky streak, that one, anyway. You have, haven't you? That's right. We're all going to buy the lottery ticket just before you, just in case. But you have, and he said you need to get out more. He said he loves to see you here, but you also go back to your bingo because it's good for you. That's what he says. It's good, and your friends are there, and they show you love. Do you understand about Margate, please? Something about Margate?
I think so.
Yeah, a memory. There was a memory there of when you used to go, all right, years ago. But he said that hopefully you'll go again one time. But he said he does want to take you on, send you on it. He can't take you, my love. He wants to send you on this little trip, all right? And he said you are going to go on just a couple of days away. That's coming up with the family and the grandchildren, because you've got grandchildren. Is that right, my love? That's right, because he's seeing them. You've got lovely, lovely bunch of grandchildren, he's telling me. That's what he's showing me. All you will have a lovely bunch of grandchildren, all right? And you'll live for these grandchildren, he says, because you've got so much love to give. And you'll absolutely, that'll be your world. That's what he's telling me. So you've got all those nice things to come. But you're going on this trip because he's trying to send you on it. That's being nice today, aren't they? But this is the time of year, he says, that you need to get away, all right, with your daughter and the family. But things will be good for you as well. Do you know a gentleman on the earth who's got a motorbike, please?
I do.
Yeah, okay. He's just saying that he knows the gentleman on the bike. He said he's been watching him, but tell him he drives far too fast, please.
Yes, yes.
All right? He said accidents happen, so just tell him accidents happen. It's not a warning, but just say cut your speed a little bit, all right? And because he doesn't pay attention on the road, he's a little bit concerned about him, all right? So, but please take their love. So a generation coming forward is wonderful, But thank you very much from the Johns. Thank you.
That's time of
Oh,
that.
was it already?
Thank you, Julieann. Notices coming up for the week. After the service today from 1:30 p.m, there are still some slots available for private sittings with Julieann. You can just see me after the service if you're interested. On Wednesday at 3 o'clock, we have our healing hour. And that is a time dedicated totally to healing. Being the first Wednesday of the month, we welcome back Kevin Biggs to our platform to give a little talk and meditation, and then we hand over to the church registered healers. Friday night, 7 o'clock, we have an evening of mediumship, and we have Bill Rich down from Essex. Is that down or across? I'm not sure, but he's here anyway, from Essex. That starts at 7 o'clock. There is a fee payable, and that's £8 on the door. Bill is staying overnight with us and is available on Saturday morning for private sittings between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Next Sunday at 11 o'clock, we have a Lyceum service, and that's being taken by Mark Stone. A Lyceum service is where you saw today the reading and the address. In place of that, Mark will be talking on some of the history of spiritualism, so we get a better understanding of why this great movement has evolved and how it's evolved. So that's next Sunday at 11 o'clock. Wednesday week, we have Elaine Bevin, who will be taking a divine service, so similar format to today's service. Further forward, August is a nice busy month. Friday the 19th, we have an evening of mediumship, and we have a gentleman coming to us from Norfolk, Leonard Tatt. He used to be a tutor up at the Arthur Findlay College and works quite a lot with the Spiritualist Association of Great Britain. So he'll be here with an evening of mediumship, and then on the Friday of the 19th, I need winding up. Friday, this is your fault, keep me up all night. Talking. Sorry. Shut up, Lawrence. Sunday the 21st, we have, this is Spiritualism Rally. The rallies used to be very popular in the movement, and they died out over the years, but it's a day of talks and lectures. We have 6 people. We have Elaine Bevin talking on the history, Brian Walker talking on healing, Stephen Mager talking about science and spiritualism, Leonard Tapp will be talking about the philosophy of spiritualism, Bill Rich will be talking about the purpose of the evidential mediumship within spiritualism, and then Mark Stone will round off that session with a demonstration of trance mediumship, so we can actually hear from spirit. So really exciting day. It's going to be such a good day, and the energy will be bouncing off the walls, I guarantee. And in the evening, we have a demonstration of evidential mediumship, and we have Stephen Mager, Leonard Tatt, Mark Stone, and Bill Rich. So we have a cavalcade of mediums that night. Bank holiday weekend, just as busy. We've got wonderful Craig Morris with us. He'll be taking an evening of mediumship on the bank holiday Friday. And then on the Saturday, which is the 27th, he will be taking a workshop during the day. That'll be running from 10 until 4. If you'd like tickets, please see me after the service. And that's open to all levels. Also on Saturday the 27th in the evening, and then in the afternoon of the 28th, we've got Kes Eggleton back with us, who will also be offering private sittings on Saturday evening and the Sunday afternoon, as well as taking our service. So August is all guns blazing, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. So I will now hand over to the lovely Julieann for the closing blessing. Thank you,
Thank you
my
very
darling.
much. Thank you. So lovely. So we'd like to join together just for this last moment and close our eyes. As I call out to the infinite spirits, Mother, Father, Gods, and whoever you deem your gods to be, I thank them for bringing us here again, for enjoying this atmosphere together, giving us upliftment and those lovely messages from Spirit. I ask that we feel this lovely energy for the rest of the week until we meet up again, and continue this love and light through our bodies, and so that the love radiates through the world, through our friends, through our family, our community, and spreading right around. I ask for healing to be continued to send to Ukraine and all those suffering needlessly through that terrible war, to keep us safe and keep us well, and to look after us spiritually. I ask for the animal kingdom to be watched over, and Mother Earth, again, is in so much need. We ask for peace for our world, dear Spirit, and I hope you join me in praying for that. But not just for our world, for individually, for ourselves, again for our family and friends, and to radiate through our communities. Because peace and love is one of the most important things in our life. So until you come again into this church, I thank those for keeping this church open, for those who work for the church, and especially Lawrence, who works so tirelessly to give you unconditional love and create this wonderful atmosphere. So until we meet again, amen.
Amen. Julieann, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful service, executed superbly.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, and thank you for the recommendation for the music. That's
Thank you.
great. So thank you everybody for joining us today. It was so wonderful to see so many new people within our church. Please, if you have any questions, just ask. No question is daft if you don't know the answer. And nobody got up here knowing everything. All right? Have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourselves.